All right, we're at Scorers Society TV. I'm here with Crossroads head coach Anthony A.D. Davis, who's been coaching here for how long?
This is my 13th year.
13th year. Guys are pretty good, national ranked, right? Somewhere in there?
Yeah, somewhere in there, ranked in California.
School always produced Division I players each year since I've known of Crossroads, since I've known you. So we want to sit you down, just talk a little bit. So first question I want to ask, if you had the same knowledge you have now as a coach, what would you work on the off season as a player?
Really, what I would kind of work on is more so mental stuff. I felt like as a player, I put in the work. I was one of those players that I went to the coach and asked him like, hey, what can I work on for the summer and stuff like that. So me personally, it'd probably be more of the mental things and kind of more so back in our day, we didn't have too much film to watch. So I would kind of be one of those guys to kind of take in film really to what, to elevate my game in high school level.
Okay, so to piggyback off that question and your answer, now you was a former player, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the highest level you played?
Professionally overseas.
Played professionally overseas. So as a coach, or with all the knowledge you've had over the years, what do you wish you would have known as a player that you know now?
What I would have want to know now is just to honestly probably use my resources a little more. I was, kind of connected with some pro guys, but, I was the guy that was like, you know what, I'm going to make it on my own. I'm going to do this my own way. I'm going to grind. I'm going to, make it out on my own. And, and now these days you need the help.
Yeah.
You need someone to kind of vouch for you. It's all about who you know.
Right.
So, I would kind of mostly use my resources that I had at the time.
So basically, like you would probably just worked out with better players?
Yeah, I would have worked out better players, picked, better players' brains, throw a few names out there. Paul Pierce is a good friend of mine, also Baron Davis, actually is an alum here.
They used to be pretty good.
Yeah, they were okay, but just really be around them a lot more, be around them, pick their brain, ask them questions, and things like that, and even to see like, hey, with your agent, with that subject, I know it's kind of tricky, now to where we come from to ask for something, but just probably would have asked for a little help in certain aspects, especially to take my career to the next level.
I agree with that, because that's one of the things I feel I had so much pride and ego. And I was like, no, I want to bust their ass. I want to play against them. I don't want to know none of their workouts.
Yeah, exactly.
So now as a coach, right, because you mentioned you would ask the coach what you need to work on. Now you're a coach, so what can a player do to impress you?
Really, it's simple. When I look at players now, just really the work you put in. I look to see who's the most talkative on the court. I look to see who's working hard, who's a good teammate. When he's out of the game, is he cheering his guys on? Just all the little things. You find players that can score the basketball, and it's all about them. Right. But I'm very big on team. So that's what I kind of look for. The hardworking kids that's going to listen, kids that's willing to sacrifice something for the greater good.
Gotcha. Now we interviewed some players from all throughout the city, and we asked about their diet. And some of them gave us different answers. Even your players gave us some different answers. Some eating Chick-fil-A, some eating burgers, some eating fruit before games. What do you recommend a player should eat before a game?
Well, what we do is we kind of eat like either pasta, salads, or sandwiches.
Okay.
But growing up, I didn't eat anything before games. I had to stay hungry. I had to stay, ready. I didn't want to feel too heavy. But I know now, that wasn't the healthiest thing to do.
Absolutely.
So, mostly like, I would say kind of like pasta, salads. Even in college, we either had chicken or we had steak.
Yeah.
But at the high school level, they're not,
They're not
doing
eating no
chicken and
steak.
steak.
They're not eating steak at
So
all.
well, hey, here we might.
Right, maybe here at Crossroads, but for the vast majority, nah, not so much.
Yeah. But really, those few things I think would be good for pregame meals.
Okay. And my last question to you: what is your favorite part of the job?
Oh man, my favorite part of the job is honestly coming into practice every day
Yeah.
and being with these kids and getting that sweat equity. That's when I know we're having a good practice, when these guys are out here sweating, when they're out here hustling, and just giving everything we got. And then at the end of practice, everybody, we're very big on team. And then after every drill, we're touching, we're loud, we're vocal. And that's what I love mostly about my job. Not even the games, most importantly, it's the practice, the environment of practice, and the bond that we have, when we're together on our own. That's
building
probably
that family atmosphere.
yeah. I would say that's by far the best part of my job.
That's the words spoken of a great coach. And let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at _Ant, _Davis.
All right, there you have it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. That's another interview for Score Society TV.